Next up on Week in Review.
Scott teaches us the difference between a drill and an impact.
Jair celebrates 400,000 subs.
And as it turns out, Clint started the fire.
Always thought it was Ryan. This is the Power Tool Week in Review. Hey guys, I'm Ram.
And I'm Sarah. Welcome back to the Power Tool Week in Review. It is Friday, February 14th, 2020, and it's Valentine's Day.
That's right, so if you're like us and living every day in a love affair with power tools, you're gonna like this episode.
What exactly is wrong with you now?
Personally, I'm still coming down from my World of Concrete high. Fortunately for me, the gang at Toolbox Buzz are slowly rolling out more coverage every couple days. That includes this new video that covers the best of new Makita tools for 2020. They take a look at their new battery backpack, a new line of mid-torque impact wrenches, a new Table 1 compliant 11-gallon wet dry vac, and the 9-inch cordless power cutter. Of course, this video is proof that Rob Robillard was at the World of Concrete.
Actually, Todd went and sent the footage back to Robillard.
Who?
Todd from Toolbox Buzz?
Never heard of him.
You talked to him at World... I can't believe I fell for that. This job does not pay enough. Let's ignore Rob and hit up the Durban compound where Devin reviewed the new Stihl Pruner GTA 26. This tiny chainsaw features a 4-inch blade and runs on the same chain found on Stihl's pole saws. The kit includes a charger, battery, oil, and a wrap, case, roll, folding box thing. No clue what that is. Devin uses the pruner to clear brush on a hillside and found it to be more than up to the task. He also decided to see how many 4-inch cookies he could cut on one charge. Want to guess how many he cut? I bet you'll get it wrong. To find out, head over to the Durban compound on YouTube.
We've become accustomed to Milwaukee showing off all their new tools at NPS each year, but they surprised us right before the World of Concrete by announcing an all-new, world's first cordless D-handle high-torque impact with a 1-inch anvil. Now, Milwaukee already has a 1-inch high-torque impact, so what makes it so special? I have no idea. Fortunately for us, Tim Johnson knows a lot of things that I don't.
So many things.
So many. In a video posted recently, Tim talks about the difference between the current high-impact wrench and the newly announced D-handle, primarily singling out its intended application. The new D-handle is designed for the automotive world, specifically putting on and taking off some of the biggest lug nuts we've ever seen on a vehicle. There's more to it than that, but I couldn't pay attention because I keep getting lost in those baby blues. If you have huge nuts you need to loosen on your truck, head over to Shop Tool Reviews on YouTube.
Scott, the Essential Craftsman, is one of my favorite teachers. He's smart, wise, and a great speaker. So when he wants to teach something, I am always first to watch the video. This week he tackled the often discussed issue of drill versus impact. Now the subject has been covered many different times by many different people, but if you haven't found a good answer yet, I can tell you right now, this is it. Scott walks us through the basics and does a great job of illustrating exactly how they each compensate for each other's weaknesses. It's a great video, and at only 8 minutes, it does a great job of getting right to the point. If you're not entirely sure you fully understand the differences, it's worth a watch at Essential Craftsman on YouTube.
And our last video is a public service announcement. If you live anywhere near the tool review zone, run. It looks like somebody gave Clint a humongous 500,000 BTU torch from MagTorch. And as you'd expect, he immediately started setting everything on fire. He begins by melting ice, then distressing wood, starts campfires in his driveway, and finally, he cooks beef jerky.
Tastes like propane a little bit, but still pretty good.
It's only a matter of time before the tool review zone is completely engulfed in flames. So steer clear, and if you have to enter the zone, do so through the safety of YouTube.
It wouldn't be a week in review without at least a little bit of actual work. Fortunately for us, it's time for actual work with Rob Robillard. Hey, Rob.
Hey, Sarah. Thanks for having me back this week.
Well, thank you for coming back after last week.
For you, Sarah, not Rob.
Aw, feels bad.
No, it doesn't. All right, let's just get into the tip, shall we? I want to talk to you this week about extending pipe clamps. In my world of finished carpentry and remodeling, I use pipe clamps all the time. They're an absolute necessity when building bookcases and mantles and built-ins. Also called bar clamps, they work by attaching clamping mechanisms onto a standard size gas pipe. And these gas pipes, they come in 3/4 inch diameter or 1/2 inch, and the different size heads for them. So you can attach the clamp mechanism on any length pipe to create the clamps that you need for any size, right? The problem is, and I have a whole wall behind me of 5-footers, 4 and 5-footers. Unless you have a huge shop, you can't store long lengths of pipe. It's difficult and cumbersome to work with. So a nice way around this problem is to use pipe unions, which basically joins 2 pipes together. They're cheap, couple of dollars each, and they allow you to connect pipes to make an increasingly larger pipe. I just took 2 16-inch pipes and put them together here, but so I have a bunch of 4-foot and 2-foot pipes, and I use couplings to combine them to get different size clamps that I need. There's no need to store long and cumbersome larger clamps. I just put them on the wall like that, and I keep the short ones in a drawer. Anyway, I hope this tip helps. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Mr. Robillard. It's time again for construction industry news, courtesy of the Construction Junkie. This week, we're introduced to a robot with one very specific function.
What is my purpose?
Pass the butter. Thank you.
Yeah, not that one. This is Baht. He ties rebar. And according to these photos from Baht, he lives a very repetitive and lonely life. Weighing in at only 8,000 pounds, he's easy to transport to the job site and can manage up to 1,000 ties an hour. I'm telling you though, someone better at least make small talk with this guy or he's going to get bitter and end up tying us all.
You have the weirdest phobias.
On a more serious note, the coronavirus continues to spread throughout China, recently topping the death count of SARS from 2003. In response to the epidemic, China has been forced to build emergency hospitals in record time. We're talking about 2,600 bed hospitals built in 12 days. In times of crisis, mankind can be moved to accomplish incredible things when we all work together. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families affected by the coronavirus, and to those trying to stop it, Godspeed. For those stories and all your industry news, be sure to visit constructionjunkie.com.
It's time to swing by Instagram, where Chris from Modern Mill kept us mesmerized with his cool swag and magical transitions.
Eric from Z Carpentry Inc. showed off the world's most expensive Craig pocket hole stand.
Another Eric, this time from Mechanical Hub, used his freaking laser from Capro to keep all of his pipes on point.
Huge congrats to our buddy Jair, who naturally took to Instagram to celebrate hitting 400,000 subs on YouTube.
Congrats, Jair. Toolaholic helps us keep up on our construction hygiene by showcasing this new electric toothbrush, which also happens to be great for removing gummy carpet adhesive and thinset.
And last of all, Tool Tricks gave us a week's worth of nightmares by showing us their Jaws 55-ton iron worker. Good Lord, these guys take punching in and out seriously at work.
All right, that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you, Ohio Power Tool and Skillsaw, for sponsoring this episode. Bye!
All right, so Sarah is gone on vacation.
Woo!
Okay, she's gone. Hopefully, though, she should be back in time for next week's episode. I do want to thank you guys all for joining us this week. Be sure to like and subscribe. And tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock on Saturday, be sure to join us for another episode of Make or Break. We'll see you then.